Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Cheeky and today we have a special day because if you've ever wanted to be a hamster, you can be in Overwatch because there is a character called Wrecking Ball, and today we're going to be doing a quick beginner's guide to Wrecking Ball. He's such a brilliant character. He's so funny and fun to play. There's actually really good abilities. Just an incredibly designed character. So we're going to go over the abilities and everything, how you can best use them and combine them all together, because it is very different to a normal character. So we're going to go over all of that, and then afterwards we're going to jump into a game and put everything we've learned into practice and see if we can win ourselves a game on Wrecking Ball. So let's get straight into it. First and most crucial ability of Wrecking Ball is the left bumper or shift on the keyboard, which is how he transforms into the wrecking ball itself and then goes into his gun mode like a crab when he looks at that. So this is a transform, so you can change between the ball and the normal shooting mode, which he just walks when he's in this one, but when you change he rolls, and he goes much faster. So that's Wrecking Ball's primary kind of way to be. So he can move around as the ball and transform and have his guns, his cannons out. Okay, so that's the first thing. His primary fire is his quad cannons, so he just shoots them. They're pretty good. They just got a buff as well recently, where they're really accurate. Do loads of damage if you can get headshots. So he's got good damage, to be fair to him, on his primary fire. Its range isn't that great. So if you shoot a ball that's really far away, it's just doesn't do hardly anything. There's you can shoot him all day. It doesn't do anything. So it is kind of like an up close and personal thing, and that's just how he likes to play anyway. He's very fast, which is his most advantageous part of his kit. So really, with Wrecking Ball, the main thing you need to learn is his grappling hook. Now that's this little thing I'm shooting out here with the left trigger, which would be right click on the keyboard, and what that does is latches onto the environment, not the floor, though it won't latch onto the floor. But anything higher than the floor, it should latch on, like a wall or anything, or a ceiling. And what that does is allows you to swing, and that speeds you up as well. So say if I land onto here, and then I can move forward, and I turn into this fireball, and you go even faster. Okay, so if you see that, you can kind of get momentum and swing, almost like kind of like Spider-Man kind of thing. You're swinging around, and you can get off, and you can let go anytime you want. It will drop off after 6 seconds anyway, automatically, so you can only hold it for 6 seconds, but you can hold on, and when you're in that fireball state, you actually do damage to people and knock them around. So I'm just doing it here, but it's going to see 6 seconds, automatically come off. So that's kind of Wrecking Ball's, I guess, say primary engagement and damage tool. You swing around and you can just keep hitting multiple people as long as you redo the fireball again. If you've done one fireball, like it will only hit them once. Until it's like kind of because you'll knock them back, it's not going to hit them the second time. However, there's a little trick you can do, whereas if you like kind of knock them and then you stop and then you do a fireball again and you can hit them twice, it's pretty tricky to do. It takes people a long time to learn. The other thing that you can do is knock people off the map, right? So I get that tracer off the map, and that's a super solid way of getting some, finish people off easily without having to do too much damage to them. And it swings you up in the air, which brings you on to his next ability, which is his pile driver. So that is on B on the controller, and I believe it's the crouch button, which is the same on the keyboard, which should be control. So when you go up in the sky, you then get this little down orange arrow, and that means you can do your pile driver. And you slam down on the floor, and that does loads of damage. I believe if you get close enough, it can do 100 damage. So if I try and like swing up in the air, and then pile drive these bots, boom, does massive damage to them. Look, and then you just finish them off. So that's kind of his damage tools. The other one, if you see in the middle, there's this like little interface that pops up when I get near to these bots. And if I get it right, I can go to 3. That's because I'm in range of tracer, this bot, and that bot. Okay, so if I go too close to them, it's 2. If I go further away, I go to 1, and so on. I go to 1 if I'm too close to only the tracer. But if you're in the middle, look, it's up to 3. That is maximum of 5, which is the whole enemy team. And basically what that is, your adaptive shields, which is right bumper or E on the keyboard. And that will give you, if you look at my health at the bottom, it'll give me over health. And it will give me a certain amount compared to how many people I'm near. So I was near 3. So I believe it gives me 100 per person. plus 100 on top. That's what it looked like because it gave me extra 400, right? So there's 1, 2, 3. So if I go to say just near the tracer, should give me 200, I think. Here you go. So it gave me 200 over health. So that's 100 plus 100 for the tracer. So if you're getting the whole enemy team, you're getting 500 plus that extra bonus 100. So you'll be getting your 600 extra over health to Wrecking Ball there. Again here, so there's 2, 3, 2, 3. So you can see, you kind of keep an eye on that and see how many people you're getting in range of your adaptive shields. So those are his abilities. The last one is his ultimate, which is his minefield. So you push his ultimate, he lays down these mines, and then when they glow, they activate. And anyone that gets kind of near enough to them, they'll explode. So he just spawned and popped those bombs as well. So his minefield does a lot of damage. I think they do maybe even like 120 damage each or something. There's a lot of damage. But they kind of come out of Wrecking Ball, and the higher up you are, the more spread out they'll go. So if I just swing up into the sky really high and I do that, they're really, really spread out. You see that? They're really, really spread out. So it's covering a much larger area. And the other thing to note when you lay the mines is up in the air, you then, after you lay the mines, you have the chance to pile drive. Yeah. So what you can really do with Wrecking Ball is combine all of his abilities in kind of like a flow. So what you do is you can swing through an enemy, which knocks them and does damage. And then you go up in the sky, pop your mines, slam down. You're going to be doing so much damage. I think this bot's been damaged already. So let's just refresh him. Let's see if we can finish him off with one combo. So what I'll do, I'll swing up through, hit the bot, go in the air, drop my mines, slam down, right? I don't know if I can get the bot from this height. Let me try from a different angle. There we go. Let's go from here. So you go like that, boom, and knocks him up in the sky so he can't move very far, and then he'll land on the bot. That hit his shield, but he'll land on the mines, right? So that's the theory of the minefield. What you do, you swing up through the enemy. When you drop your mines, and you immediately slam down, so that kind of crowd controls them, stops them from going up in the sky. Stops them from moving around, sorry. And then when you kind of, all your mines are active, they're still kind of in the middle of them. So what we'll do is, you know, we'll swing through. Things through, drop a mine, slam on him. Okay, and he's up at sea, he's like up in the sky, he's got no chance. He's going to land straight on the mines. Unless someone saves him, nothing they can do about it, okay? So that's his like engagement with his ultimate. So it's swing through, up, drop mines, pile drive. But normally you can just do a swing through, do that, and then slam on someone. I landed on the roof there, and then when you do slam, you can drop your adaptive shields, which will give you that extra health, do some shooting, and then just roll away. Wrecking Ball's really fast, so his real kind of primary way of being a nuisance to the enemy team is disruption. You know, do that, drop my shields, shoot that bot. In 1 second I got my grapple, I just roll away with loads of health, and then live to fight another fight. And then really, by the time you've got away, maybe got healed up, you're going to have all your abilities back again. And you want to be rolling in, slam, adaptive shields, shooting the bots. When you're getting a little bit risky, you get out, you got your grapple back, you know, and you just grapple away. So that's kind of Wrecking Ball's basic kit. As for playstyle, he's very different to other tanks. You don't really want to be like kind of holding corners and holding with your team. You really want to just be going for those surprise engages. You know, say like the fight was going on, I just come here, roll through these guys and, you know, pop some shields and then just get away. Like, you want to do shock and awe tactics, get right in there, cause some chaos, and then run away again. Like, that's kind of how Wrecking Ball is. He's great at stalling out the point because he's really fast, you know. If you get on the point and you're just rolling around and just really hard to hit and just being a nuisance, and then, you know, like you're banging into people, knocking them around, and doing loads of disruption. Like here, say if I was just rolling around this, you know, I could just roll around this for like 6 seconds, rolling around, going through here, drop my back to shields, boom, roll around again, drop a minefield on the point. You're going to cause an absolute nightmare for the enemy team, just being a nuisance. In overtime, that's pretty good, but his main kind of tactic is getting a quicker limb on somebody, you know, doing that, like slam on someone, shoot, and then roll away. That's Wrecking Ball's real kind of tactic. If you get in, take out a support character, and get out again, you know, your team's up in the fight, they've got a lot less healing, and you're going to get the advantage over the enemy team that way. Yeah, so for playstyle, it's really kind of He's very self-sufficient. You should be getting health packs. You shouldn't really be bothering your team too much with healing unless it's pretty chill at the moment, and then you can go to your team, get them some ult charge. But really, you should be, if you're low, getting away, getting the health packs. You really do want to know where the health packs are on the map. If you're playing Wrecking Ball, you should be knowing that definitely as Wrecking Ball, and then do that. Look, slam in, shields, shoot, and then get away. Got my grapple and I get away. So getting that fireball is a little bit of a sweet spot that you kind of get used to. You know, you can just grapple it and then like you know when it's going. You kind of get a feel. It's about a second or so, just under a second to activate. Yeah, so that's Wrecking Ball. What we're going to do is we'll jump in a game. We're going to do a bit different to the last videos. If you feel ready to like kind of play Wrecking Ball and get into your games, by all means go. But what we'll do, we're going to cut to another video. So there'll be a link in the video here, so you go straight to that game and go check out Playstyle of Wrecking Ball, and we'll see you there.